Hi, this is Sylvia. Today I'd like to share a lesson from Pebbles with you. I stand with my feet in the ocean, feeling the cool water surround my legs as the gentle waves pass me by. They create a slow and steady current coming toward me consistently, reaching for my attention, touching the shore of my heart and retreating again. Back and forth, around and around, I am enveloped by this salty blanket. I look down and notice the light dancing in curved, wavy lines up and down and across each other, weaving patterns of glory with a musical rhythm that makes me want to sing. Around my feet, beneath the water, small round stones fit together as though they are knitted into one beautiful mosaic floor. When the current forcefully flows, some of them let loose and roll over as if awakened from their slumber. Burnt umber, pearl white, ochre, onyx, and steel gray, just a few of the colored stones that catch my attention. Some pebbles are mottled with white, charcoal, and reddish-brown spots. There are so many shapes and sizes, smooth and sharp, round and jagged. They've been here for a millennia, together, rolling in and out, back and forth with each tide. They were here before us. We can learn so much from them because we are similar. Yes, we are just like the rocks rolling around in the ocean's tide. Have you noticed that no matter how many billion people there are on Earth, each and every one has a unique size, color, shape, personality, and fingerprint? There's so much variety, individuality, and diversity. Yet, we live in a world where diversity is more about standing out and being recognized than it is about honoring our unique design. Look at me, I'm awesome, or how weird am I? We're really good at making comparisons and pointing out differences in others, and we're good at celebrating things that we like. But when it comes to embracing the differences in each other, for some reason, it makes some of us feel like we don't measure up. We're not like them, so we're not good enough. And then we hide. Or they're not like us, and that scares me, so we push them away. Can you imagine if the rocks did that, posturing and pushing against each other so that they could be the biggest rock, the smoothest, or the hardest rock on the beach? I think we're like tiny pebbles, holding firm as the tide moves us around. Sometimes it shakes us up and batters our frail bones. The storms of life cause us to flail and fall, and we become disoriented. And that is when we recognize that we are better when we stand next to each other, because we are all in this crazy world together. No matter our size, color, shape, or language, beliefs, age, or history, when the waves are crashing all around us, we see ourselves in the same light. We know we can't live without one another. We are equally dependent on the other for much of life. We are equals. Different, but equal. The same makeup of cells, DNA, water, and a little bit of color, and maybe a little bit of spiciness. Differences that can be celebrated, honored, and respected. So the next time you take to the beach, sit for a while. Hold a few rocks in your hand and notice how they feel. Notice their colors and shapes and sizes. Watch the waves and listen closely. You will hear the stones rocking around and rolling around as the current flows in and out. They're singing a new song, a rock and roll celebration, a symphony about enjoying life just as we are, equal but different. Thanks for listening, friends.